Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Honeybee Stamps. We are going to be making a card using some products from the latest release. I don't show them to you in the beginning of this video because at the time I did this voiceover, these products were not out yet, so I did not show them. We are going to be using the Lovely Layers die set Sunflower, the Autumn Splendor A2 cover die, and the Bitty Buzzwords Fall and Matching die set. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get this cover plate cut out. We're just going to cut it through, put it through the die cutting machine. And now what we're going to do is I'm just placing this on top of a regular white card base here. And I don't think I'm going to be adding any color to this. I'm just checking it out to make sure everything fits. It's up to it's even, it doesn't have any crazy edges. And now what we're going to do is going to be using several pieces of yellow paper here to go ahead and place the sunflower together. This is the first bottom piece. And now we're using a little bit of lighter of a piece of paper here. And I'm not for sure why I kept the second one on here. It cut out. I'm not for sure what was happening. I wasn't concentrating, I guess. I'm not for sure. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and stick that through the die cutting machine. And then that's going to give us the second piece. And then we'll use another piece of paper here and we are going to go ahead and get this last piece cut out as well. I did put a shim on here because for some reason I was having an issue with my machine. But actually I did another card like this and I didn't have to use the shim. So I'm not for sure what was going on. But anyway, now what I'm trying to do is figure out exactly where all the little pieces are. This is why I made 3 different colored yellow pieces so that I could kind of get them lined up. Now on this die, there is little lines that you can use and match up the shapes so that you have it in the right place. So we're going to go ahead and put the second one down here. And then what we'll do is I'm just going to add a little dimension just by pulling it up. I'll eventually do that on the card too, but now I'm just trying to figure out exactly where this goes, and once I get it figured out, we're going to go ahead and glue it down with some Honeybee Stamps glue here. And now we have the petals done, and now it's time to work on the center. So we're going to go ahead and take the center out, and we're going to cut that out of some black cardstock, and we're also going to cut out the other part of the center with some brown cardstock. We'll go ahead and stick that through the die cutting machine, and once it comes out, we'll go ahead and get these 2 pieces glued together. I'm just going to line these up as well because you have to kind of match it up to get it to work. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue around the sides there and go ahead and get this guy placed down. Now I'm going to glue the center to the sunflower, and there we go. We have the sunflower. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out 2 leaves with some green cardstock. And now it's going to start working on the sentiment. So pretty much you see how the card's going to be laid out here, but I wanted to put a sentiment, so I'm going to use some vellum paper here to cut out the shadow, and then I'm going to use some black cardstock to go ahead and get this cut out. But eventually I change it over to brown because I'm not really into the black. I wanted it to be brown. So now that we have that out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp out the sentiment on the brown as well. And we're going to go ahead and get this heat embossed. We're going to be using some white heat embossing powder here. And we'll go ahead and get it heat embossed, and then we will cut it out so that it's just a sentiment strip. So I'm just taking a strip that I have here from my stash, and I'm going to go ahead and get that put through the die cutting machine, and that cuts out a strip. And then I want to cut off the edges as well. You know, I'm brave here. I'm doing it by hand. I'm crazy, but you know, we got to live a little. Now we're going to go ahead and glue the cover die down to the card base. I'm just placing dots everywhere on the back of the cover plate here. And we'll go ahead and get that lined up. It's just going to be a white on white textured kind of thing here. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue down the sentiment onto the vellum here, and I'm just using some dots. It's a really thin word, so you know you have to put some dots. You can't really do lines on it. So now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and get the card put together. I'm putting down the leaves first. And I'm having a little issue with my glue, not because it got dried a little bit, but it's fine. I'm going to keep those down and go ahead and get the flower glued down to the leaves there. Now for the sentiment, I wanted it, I didn't want the adhesive to show in the back, so I decided to pull out some clear foam tape here. I guess that's what you would call it, clear or foam tape actually. And then we have that on the back there. And I'm putting regular 3M foam tape on the back of the sentiment, and we're going to go ahead and get everything glued down. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Honeybee Stamps truly appreciates it as well. We love that you support us through every release. Be sure to head over to their website and check out their latest release, and also check them out on all your social media platforms by checking out YouTube, which you're already here, Instagram, the Facebook group, all the places. Just head on over, show some love to the designers and the company. And then also you can find me on YouTube by searching for Bromero Cards. And you can also find me on Instagram by searching for Bromero Cards too. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And you guys have a great week. Here's the finished card. Bye.